Hi, Patrick. Part three of the story. Um, so I drive back up to Northern California, and I'm bummed, but um, I'm moving on, and I'm pretty confident. I'm like, you know what? She made her choice, and she shows up about 4 months later, and she's crying and begging to be with me, and I never go back to exes. That's it. I'm like, I was over it. After she dumped me to go out with Adam from the Counting Crows, I was like, not going back. So she cries and she's trying to get together with me, and I disappear, and she's not able to catch up to me. When I break up, I'm like, that's it. I'm over it. And especially that she chose to break up with me to go out with Adam. Well, um, after that, she is fully possessed by this entity. And um, at one point, and I don't know where I was at, but right after I had left and after Adam dumped her, she uh, gets committed and has to go to like the mental hospital. And she is completely crazy, and she is in literally a straitjacket. She told me, she's all, I'm in a straitjacket and I'm completely crazy. And we had went down and saw the Tibetan monks down at the Exploratorium in San Francisco, and they made this giant mandala that was a magical mandala, and they'd given everybody part of the magic sand. We each got a little container full of it, a little bag full. Everyone there. My cousin Sam was with us. He got a little bag. I had a little bag, and I actually still have some of the sand. She had a little container of the magic sand. When I left her house in San Jose, she said, "Take that stuff with you. I don't want anything to do with it, and get all your stuff out of here." Well, I take it up to Northern California, and I have her little container of magic sand, and it's in a little yellow film container. Well, she's in the mental institution, completely crazy. This entity has taken her over, and she says, and I don't know how she got the sand. She says, I'm there in the mental institution in a straitjacket, and she says the little container of sand shows up, and she says, I get it. And she's in a straitjacket, so she's not able to get it, but somehow she gets it. And she tells me, right when I got it, I found Jesus Christ. So she ended up becoming super religious after this and getting rid of the entity. And she had moved on in her life and got rid of the possession um, with JC. Um, I was happy for her. And um, hey, if you're going to heal from possession, however you heal, cool. And, I think she's still really Christian. And at this point in her life, she had showed up like 10 years ago and came back, and she had a couple of kids with some other guy, and she came out trying to get in touch with me, but I had like had my new girl, and I'd moved in with her and Wendy, and we're still together today. But when she went to my parents' house, she was like, I messed up. I wanted to be with Patrick. He was the love of my life, and I messed up. And I just told my parents, don't tell her where I live. I don't want to see her. Wish her the best for me. But I never looked back. And I had a younger, sweeter, more beautiful girl. And, you know, that's the end of that story. But I'll tell more stories, and I appreciate you guys listening. I know this story is hard to digest, but that's exactly how it happened. And I probably even left a little bit of stuff out. But yeah, um, definitely magic. And I'll tell more stories about some of the magic that she did in the future that really blew my mind and my cousin's mind. I mean, she had this entity, and this entity helped her to get things. I mean, she was able to get things. She had power over people, especially men. She was pretty. She was gorgeous. But you know, she found Christianity, and um, she lives somewhere up in, I think, Oregon, probably Salem, Oregon, with her family up there. And yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate you guys letting me share this story with you. God bless.